Japan's Naotaka Yokokawa his first pitch scored a grand slam without even throwing a strike. This bodybuilder champ gave the crowd something to cheer about when he stepped out onto the field, stripped down to a Speedo and his sneakers.
He must be a catcher.
You're hearing he must be a catcher. You're hearing the live reaction of us watching it. Question number 6. With a Bacardi rum punch shot, I'd swallow that. I like baseball better in Japan when the muscled pitcher is in a Speedo while the village people play.
Finally.
Whatever drink.
But would we still like it if he wasn't exceptionally hot? We wouldn't, right? If some guy that looked like Cameron came out there and got naked and threw the first ball.
Hang on.
Let's make this viral.
I actually would like that.
I would love that. Give me more.
I was gonna
be
say,
okay
I'll
with that.
so much of that. So much Bacardi.
5 shots.
Japanese bear, yes, please. I'll take that.
That body
Get some butter in
is
there.
amazing for pictures. It's amazing for some videos as well. But in real life, if you're dating that guy, you are never going to see him. Not unless you go to the gym together.
True.
It takes so much work and hours a day to do that like once you've had that, you're like, oh, I don't really like that in real life anymore.
Well, and he doesn't go out to eat. Look at him. He hasn't eaten a carb since 1999. I mean, let's be real.
Well, I mean, you're right, though, because actually I have a friend that's like, he does competitive bodybuilding. His boyfriend also, right? And it was really funny because I talked to them about it and exactly what you just said. The only reason they're together, which almost every other gay will say in the shadiest way, of course they're together. They all do the same exact thing. They have the same meal plan. They go to the gym all the time. They do it. That's their life, and so of course that's who they end up with.
Yeah.
And it's not technically, it's actually not that fun of a life.
The gym is not a personality.
Right. It's not a personality, but also you don't do, like, you omit doing things with friends and family sometimes.
Like your life is that.
You're
Your life
bringing
is that,
containers
right?
of food with you
Yeah.
to party.
I actually,
And
shallow
Shaker
shaker
bottles.
no, here's very,
Shaker
it's
bottles
very
just
funny actually.
everywhere.
Well, when I was
like you're jerking off.
when
Stop,
I was
Cap.
single, I dated a guy that was a bodybuilder here, right? It was like our 3rd date, and he showed up at my house, and he had he showed up at my house. We're going to watch a movie, and he's like, "Can I heat up something?" And I was like, "Sure." And he just had in foil.
And it wasn't you?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't
They want to
actually.
toast your buns.
No, it wasn't.
Not
And
with a
it was
story.
terrible. It was literally like 3 things of chicken breasts,
breasts.
just wrapped up in foil.
Did he
he's like,
bring you any?
no, this was all for him. And it was the strangest moment because I was like, I don't think this is gonna work.
This is not the kind of chicken I want to
You know,
a lot of
it's the I have to say it's the wrong kind of personality. I had a long-term experience. I was definitely in the closet. I was president of my fraternity in college at the University of Central Florida. The head cheerleader at my college, University of Central Florida.
Wow.
Big muscle guy. We hit it off perfectly. I was in student government and president of the student union, and I was captain of the debate team.
We get it, you're
and
smart.
he was.
We call it a nerd.
Yeah, yes, and he was what he was in terms of cheerleading, big muscle guy, etc. But we hit it off completely because he liked what I did, and I liked what he did, and it worked great. It can work. You just have to write the.
1000%.
You have to find the right
yeah,
person.
but it's really
Season
funny.
your chicken.
These guys, the thing is that with Macho Man playing, because I know we were kind of joking about it earlier, over in Japan, this is considered not sexy.
No.
This is not a sexy.
They're not
thing.
really gay friendly over there.
Well, it's not even the gay friendly. Like, even for women, like, this body type is not considered attractive. It's actually the opposite.
What's sexy? Trinidadi?
A little more lean,
A little
if you
leaner, a
will.
little lighter.
Mark?
That's, you know, probably.
Younger.
No, but really, because the thing is, like, for them, it's almost like it's an oddity, right? They actually have a Japanese subculture.
Or does that mean what does that mean?
It's difficult being global.
You guys are technically in Japan. You guys
You know, I'm going to move on because I've gotten bored with this entire conversation in terms of body types. We love the positivity of all bodies. LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+ community.